Jets Ward.
Jets. What is going on, Jet fans? And welcome back to another episode of The Jets Ward. I am your host, Ryan Ward, and I'm so excited to be back with you guys. Got a fun one for you. But first, if you've been here before, welcome back. You know I love having you guys here in The Jets Ward. It is a fun place to be because you guys keep coming back for more. And if you are new here, welcome. Whether you're a Jets fan of another NFL team, or just a casual NFL fan, you are always welcome here. It is a safe space for you. Now, guys, another week, another mock draft, and this one is coming to you guys by Mel Kiper, one of the most popular NFL draft analysts out there, and a guy who has been doing this for many, many years, is basically the face of the NFL draft at this point. And today, he had his mock draft 1.0 come out and had the Jets taking two very, very important players for this team's future. And the first pick at number 2 is a player that has been discussed mightily at pick 2. And at pick 16, it's a pretty interesting pick. I don't know if a lot of fans are going to agree with it, but you can't argue the logic behind it. So let's get into it. The first pick at pick 2 for the New York Jets, Mel Kiper has the Jets taking Ohio State linebacker / edge rusher Arvell Reese, 6'4", 243 pounds, the most versatile player in this draft. As an off-ball linebacker, I think he's the best one in the draft. Can do anything, can blitz, he can cover, he's solid when it comes to tackling, great in the run game, solid in the pass game. The guy can do it all, and he's an athletic freak. He's a sideline to sideline type of linebacker and just has freakish athletic ability. Now, is he going to dominate plays? Yeah, I think he can dominate on that defense and be a headache for many teams. Problem is, and a lot of backlash that he's getting is he didn't really show up in the playoffs for Ohio State, especially in the Miami game. And people are looking at his partner, Sonny Styles, as being more of the linebacker you'd want to go with. But I think Arvell Reese is the best player in this draft. Now, you could argue you can go with Ruben Bain, a pure edge rusher who can play in multiple fronts on the defensive line on a 3-4. He can play at the edge. In a 4-3, you can move him on the outside and on the inside. So as a pure edge rusher, Ruben Bain, with the power moves and the types of player he is, could be perfect for the New York Jets. And I wouldn't argue if the Jets took him. But Arvell Reese, I think, is just a switch army knife. He can be used at any different part in your defense. You can move him all around. You can play as an off-ball linebacker. You can put him down on the line, blitzing as an edge rusher as well. I think he's going to get better and better as an edge rusher. But I would see him more as an off-ball linebacker. And somebody in my comments in another video said that Arvell Reese really reminds them of Jamie Collins from the New England Patriots. And I can definitely see that. The guy just has great instincts for the ball, fantastic tackler, and just does so much for that defense. You always got to take him into account whenever you're running the ball or even throwing it. Guy's always there. Now, the Jets, or Mel Kiper, has the Jets taking him at number 2. No arguments here. I think a lot of Jets fans want to go with Arvell Reese or Ruben Bain. I know some people would argue going with Caleb Downs, a safety, the best one in the draft, arguably. But I think Arvell Reese is the player the Jets should pick at this point. If it's Bain or somebody else, I won't argue. But I think Reese is the perfect pick here. Now, getting into the second one, at 16, no trade backs or anything. He has the New York Jets taking quarterback Ty Simpson out of Alabama, 6'2", 208 pounds. Ty Simpson is an interesting one. It's looking like Trinidad Chambliss is going to get his wish and go back to college. We should be hearing more about that this week or early next week, what the decision is for his court case. But it's looking like he's going to get his wish to go back to college. Ty Simpson is looking like the second best quarterback in this draft, if that's the case. I don't see Simpson as a first-round talent. I think he's an early second-round guy. The problem is, with quarterback, you have to be right with it. You have to. And I understand the argument him and Peter Schrager made on ESPN that Ty Simpson, he can't start right away. He can't. He's got very limited starts under his belt. But earlier in the year, he looked like a top 5 pick, and he played very, very well. He's 23 years old, so he's an older prospect, but very limited numbers of snaps, very limited number of starts. And at the end of the season, his play tailed off, and you can argue he had no running game. His offensive line started to give up on him. There were a lot of things going wrong for Alabama. And yeah, okay, you could argue that it wasn't all on Simpson. And he will fight. He will try to make every single play, and he is a leader. And he's a guy that can move in the pocket, solid arm, and can make plays happen with his legs. The problem is when the pocket collapses, the decision-making goes out the window. I am nervous with Ty Simpson. I know he can't start right away. And the problem with the Jets in recent history has been when they've taken a quarterback, they either rush him out there way too quick and he ends up failing, or if they do have him sit, they never get that bridge quarterback to be a proper mentor to him. And you look at players like Sam Darnold. They rushed him out too quick, and he was supposed to be our future. They rushed him out with no receivers, no offensive line help. The defense was atrocious, and he collapsed with the Jets. And look at him now with Seattle. It took him years to get it right, and now he's on the verge of going to the Super Bowl. Zach Wilson still can't figure it out. Geno Smith has bounced around the league after he was with the Jets. And then he made his name in Seattle, but look at him now in Vegas. It was awful this year. The worry with Simpson is the Jets would rush him out there and it would collapse. Now, is this the new regime? Can we trust them with this new quarterback? The jury's still out. But you can understand the pick of getting your quarterback of the future, because there's teams like the Steelers who might try to jump up to get him. There are teams like the Rams who might try to jump up to get him. The Cardinals could surprise everybody and draft him at 3. There's tons of teams. You never know. Maybe Stefanski with the Falcons doesn't trust Penix or Kirk and wants to go with his own quarterback. So there's all these different things that you have to take into account with Ty Simpson. As a player, he is fun to watch. He's got a lot that you'd like. The testing is going to be very big for him going into this. I thought he should have gone back to college and had another year to start to get more experience, like Dante Moore. But I think if you do draft him, he's going to need to sit behind a veteran for half a season to a full year. He can't start right away. If you do, he will collapse. And another thing, too, Peter Schrager made this point. And I love Peter Schrager. I think he's got really good points. And I think Mel Kiper made this point as well when he was talking about this draft. That if he doesn't work out, the Jets have 3 first-round picks next year and can just draft another quarterback. You want to be able to get the only pushback I would have. You want to get the quarterback right. If you don't see a franchise quarterback in this draft, wait. Get one next year. Build the team up now so that you can bring a quarterback into a great situation the following year when you have those picks. If you believe in Ty Simpson, I wouldn't want to waste another pick on a quarterback next year. If you believe in this kid, I think that sets the team back. I think it sets the franchise back, and it gets Aaron Glenn fired if the team does not do well. But this was Mel Kiper's picks. Arvell Reese at pick 2, Ty Simpson pick 16. The Jets get their star linebacker and possibly future starting quarterback. Now, let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with these 2 picks? Or would this be the way that you'd want to go for the New York Jets? Would you want to try to trade back at pick 16 and acquire more picks? I'm in favor of trying to trade back and acquire a third round pick because I think there's a lot of key players in the middle rounds that could help build this team up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you love these Mel Kiper picks? Do you hate them? What would you change? I'd love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Make sure, again, you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell for any notifications of when I post videos. I try to post as much as I can, and I appreciate you guys keep checking them out. The channel keeps growing, and I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, and I love you, and I thank you guys so much for that. Make sure you also follow me on X, Instagram, and on TikTok. I try to post all my videos there as well. But again, guys, I love you. I thank you. And thank you so much for joining me in the Jets Ward. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
The Jets Ward.